The questline for the legendary daggers start here in the Eye of Eternity within Dragon Soul. So the fourth boss, Hagera the Stormbinder, is the one that you want to pickpocket and get the ring. And once you get that ring, you can start the questline for these legendary daggers. Now, this ring that you collect has to be charged here by this ethereal, and it's going to cost you 10,000 gold in order to get this ring charged. And after that, it'll take about 1 to 2 days for you to be able to use that ring. So you have the decoder ring charged, you'll acquire the cipher, and now you have to solve the cipher with that charged decoder ring that you paid 10,000 gold for. So once you decrypt this cipher, of course that will complete the quest. You get a wall of text that you can read if you're interested in that kind of lore. But if not, you can simply just move on, talk with this individual who happens to be a red dragon, of course, and he will provide you with flight to Ravenholt Manor.
Let's move out, friend. There's no time to lose. If they have the egg, it's too dangerous to risk an all-out assault. You'll need to sneak in there, find out what they're up to, and retrieve the egg.
So at this point, of course, there is an egg located within Ravenholt Manor that we need to search for, right? So we have to locate this egg somewhere within the manor. Of course, we're not welcomed here in this Ravenholt Manor, so we have to find a way inside. Of course, you could try to go through the front door, but it's probably not recommended because there's like a 100% chance that you will get caught. And even if you vanish, you'll still be transported back to the beginning right here. So of course, the best way to do it is go around the side here, because pretty sure you've seen many movies or even games, right? Just go around the back. There's bound to be something hidden behind there. And of course, like you would expect, there's a convenient rope hidden behind this building. Why would someone place this here? I don't know why. So we're gonna do some, secret rogue building climbing skills that we've practiced over the many years this game has been out, just to topple this building, this Ravenholt Manor. And now we have to find an alternative entrance. Of course, not gonna be anything over here. Gonna simply be that vent right here. Go ahead and click that. You break inside the manor at the top of the tower, essentially, and you'll see all of these enemies scattered throughout the manor. So of course, the best way to kind of get by this is to just jump over the railing here. And of course, you want to avoid all these guards, so go ahead and sap them or distract them as necessary, and go ahead and sneak down to the basement to meet up with Rathian.
That's right, mortal. The prize you seek no longer sleeps within a shell. Here I am, in the flesh. I'm not some trophy for a red dragon's mantelpiece, and I'm never going back. Don't look so surprised. We dragons are conscious, even within our shells. As I grew, I could hear the plotting and scheming. I was to be born a prisoner. But I'm one of a kind. A black dragon raised free from the taint of my father's corruption. And that's how I intend to stay. Free.
So he is the Black Prince, Rathian. He was hatched from the egg. He is of the Black Dragonflight, right? So it seems like the Red Dragonflight's trying to enslave him essentially, so we need to help him out. He sends out us to this quest in Gilneas City. We have to kill Lord Hiram Creed. So of course, most people would probably try to fly over this place, but you will quickly learn that that is not the way to do this. Since we are rogues, I guess we have to stick to a traditional, an old school way of sneaking around the city, right? Of course, you see the red circle, it indicates the radius we have in terms of the likelihood of us being seen by some of these individuals. You do have some buffer room, because I believe the level cap, level 120 compared to 90 will offer you a slight advantage of being able to slip past some of these guards, but there's no real method. Just sap whoever gets in your way and try to sneak by quickly. It's kind of annoying. It is a long walk, but you'll get there and kill Lord Hiram Creed. You'll be one-shotted by an assassin. Can't believe you didn't see that coming. So we'll be transported back here, and just like that, we're already beginning the first stage of the weapons with Fear and Vengeance, as you can see there. So we'll go ahead and return to Ravenholt Manor and meet up with Rathian, who will reward us for helping him essentially. So there's Fear and Vengeance. The stats are insignificant at this point because it's level 85 and of course I'm level 120. But of course it's cool, right? You're progressing towards something. As you can see, this is the first stage of the Daggers, first of 3. And it's purposely meant to be kind of underwhelming in the sense that it's not really reached its true potential. So of course, after that we're given the grind fest of collecting shadowy gems in the quest called Cluster Clutch. So essentially, you have to collect these gems from the raid bosses in Dragon Soul. Now each boss will drop a cluster, right? These Elementium gem clusters, they usually drop 1 or 2. These clusters usually have around 3 to like 7 shadowy gems within them. So 2 per boss, and there's about, I can't remember, maybe 6 or 7 bosses. So you can get 1 or 2 gem clusters from each, and each cluster will provide you with about 3 to 7 shadowy gems, depending on how lucky you are with the drop chance essentially. So this is weeks and weeks after that clip that you just saw. This is at the end of this raid here. Just defeated Deathwing for the millionth time. And you can see on the bottom left that shows you a good average of what the shadowy gems will give you. And you see how close I was, 329 out of 333. So I was kind of frustrated because guess what? I had to go and do another week's worth of waiting in order to do this raid, to get another cluster, to get those 4 shadowy gems that I still need. But finally, I collect them and I complete the quest, so I'm happy. I'm like, finally, after weeks of trying, and I gave up for like a week or 2, and then I came back to finish it. We're here, and Rathian sends us over here to Karazhan. He's like, oh, you gave me so much gems, right? A lot of resources, but I still need more. I need vial of black dragon's blood. So of course, we're out here, another long journey, seeking more resources for Rathian. So here is Nalis. Of course, a hidden dragon. We go ahead, sap her. Nothing to pickpocket from her, so we go ahead, one-shot her, and down goes a dragon. We collect the vial of black dragon's blood. We get transported back to him, and we complete the quest. So after giving him 333 gems and completing this quest, we advance to the second stage of progression for these weapons. So Fear and Vengeance will receive a pretty significant upgrade in terms of, the stats and the appearance. So here's Rathian the Black Prince. We meet with him again. We're giving him the blood, and we have our daggers on hand. Fear and Vengeance, right? So after all this crazy journey, we get the Sleeper and the Dreamer. Very cool choice of words there. Fear and Vengeance to the Sleeper and the Dreamer. So of course, he's going to demand more from us. But before we get to that, here is the Sleeper and the Dreamer. Same kind of design, just upgraded. It looks very nice at this point, but it still has not reached its true potential. So we get this other grind fest called Sharpening Your Fangs. Remember how we had to collect these gem clusters? Open them up to get the gems? Now we need just the gem clusters. So make sure you do not right click these open, because that'll just rewind time essentially. But in the fact that you don't go in the past, you just lose time. So this is weeks and weeks after, because each boss only drops 1 or 2 if you're lucky. So this is weeks and weeks after that clip. You can see I'm at 59 out of 60. I'm at War Master Blackhorn. I killed the dragon and down he goes, right? So I'm like, finally, right? Collected 60 Elementium gem clusters. This is an absolutely maddening journey for these damn legendary daggers. It's been so many weeks. I gave up again for like 2 weeks and I came back again. And you see this dragon here? I got that dragon because I killed Deathwing 100 times and he happened to drop both of those extremely rare mounts, which made the runs kind of worth it. But here's the 60 Elementium gem clusters after all this grind fest, bloodshed, and tears. So here we go, we get our 9 gold. I thought we're done, but no. Now we have to destroy Deathwing and retrieve a fragment of his jaw. So we have to kill Deathwing for the billionth time. At this point, I went back to the raid. Luckily, I was at the boss before Deathwing, so I came here and defeated Deathwing. Now it's time to get the fragment of his jaw. So you can see here, I'm pretty excited. A lot has changed. I'm gonna open this up and get the fragment of Deathwing's jaw. There we go, collected a bunch of goodies, and we're ready to go. So at this point, I'm gonna fly back there as quickly as possible. We're back at Ravenholt Manor, and as you will notice, this place is now on fire, and there are some dead dragons of the red dragonflight. So what is going on here, right? Right, Blazing Drake, what is going on?
Your eyes do not deceive you. The treacherous red dragonflight sought to kill me off. I hope now you see the truth about them.
So here's Rathian. We're turning in this quest to Sleeper the Dreamer and the Fragment of Deathwing to collect Golad, Twilight of Aspects. I mean, look at that. It's incredible. Even slows your falling speed for 15 seconds. It's like a parachute. And Tyriosh, Nightmare of Ages. Complete that quest, and I get the achievement, Fangs of the Father.
Champion, you have your reward. But there is one final dragon we need to slay.
My prince, we should leave this place in case they come back to finish the job.
Farad, I was just talking about you. The final black dragon. The one who's been more hidden than any of them.
Your Highness, I have never tried to conceal what I am from you.
Yes, you rescued me while I was still within my egg, and I owe you my life. But you are a black dragon, and you share the corruption of all my brothers and sisters.
That is not true.
Do you deny it? The dark visions? The voices in your head?
No, no, I am in control of the voices. They're here to help me.
And what are they telling you now, Farad? What do your dark masters whisper?
Kill. They want me to kill you now. Oh, why did you have to go and anger them? You have proven too difficult to control!
I will never be controlled! The Red Dragonflight has no idea what they unleashed when they experimented on my egg. Hero, strike now! Use your newfound power to finish him! It is done, friend. To my knowledge, I am the only black dragon who remains. A new age for mortals has dawned, and heroes like you are among the vanguard. I must go now. Disappear. Perhaps we will meet again. I hope we find ourselves on the same side.
So after months and months of grinding, I finally complete this insane quest, at least for me insane, of the Fangs of the Father, collecting Golad and Tyriosh. Now you want to check out these daggers, they are pretty sick. You've seen the progression from Fear and Vengeance to the Sleeper and the Dreamer, and now the true Fangs of the Father. Now these daggers are wonderful, I mean look at them. Incredible design on them, right? Very visually appealing. It's a good size and it looks very menacing. Great choice for any rogue. Anyways, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.